Hi, Big Dreamers. It's Eva Cartman, the host of the Dream Big Podcast Show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. We talk a lot about having big dreams on the Dream Big Podcast. No surprise there. But it is one thing to say you have big dreams, and it is another to take the action that is necessary to turn those dreams into reality. Today, I want to share exactly what it will take for you to achieve your big dreams. It won't be easy, but you knew that already. This is episode 128, Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there, and we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. I know everyone listening to this podcast has big dreams. Why would you be listening to the Dream Big podcast if you are not a big dreamer like me? I think most kids especially have amazing big dreams. Many listeners have taken the time to write us emails and shared their big dreams with us. Johnny, an 8-year-old boy from Texas, wrote in and shared his dream of one day being an astronaut like Chris Hadfield, who is our guest in episode 30. Lisa from Rhode Island emailed us about her dream to be a professional dancer and actress like Ruby Rose Turner from episode 117. And Sharon from Los Angeles told us about how she dreams of being a successful author one day like Alex Banayan, our guest from episode 88. If you've heard these episodes, or for that matter, any of the interviews I've done on the podcast, you know that Chris Hadfield and Ruby Rose Turner and Alex Banayan had to overcome numerous challenges and obstacles to ultimately achieve their big dreams. How did they do it? Well, clearly they wanted it bad enough to put in the work even when it was hard, even when the odds were against them. I came across a video the other week of a very powerful speaker, Eric Thomas, telling a story that perfectly illustrates this point. The story of a young man, let's call him Ryan, who wants to discover how to be successful. Ryan figures the best way to find out is to ask someone who has already achieved great success. He contacts Mr. Johnson, the most successful business person in the community. Mr. Johnson had started numerous successful businesses. He was known for donating a lot of money to great causes in the community, and he had all the material items you could imagine too, including a big house and fancy cars. Mr. Johnson took Ryan's phone call and told Ryan that he can teach him the secret to his success if Ryan meets him at the beach at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ryan thought that was strange to meet at that time at the ocean, but really wanted to learn, so he agreed and got up while it was still dark the next day to meet Mr. Johnson at the beach. Ryan arrived in jeans and a sweatshirt, which was not very smart because the first thing Mr. Johnson said to him was that if he wanted to learn what it takes to be successful, he needed to walk into the ocean. This was clearly not what Ryan was expecting. He had thought maybe they would take a walk down the beach and share a coffee while Mr. Johnson shared some advice. But he greatly respected Mr. Johnson, and at this point he was already there and thought if he got up this early, he might as well find out what Mr. Johnson was teaching him. Mr. Johnson instructed him to go deeper and deeper into the water until all that was above water was his head. Then, to his surprise, Mr. Johnson started getting in the water too and swam towards him. He took Ryan's head and forced it underwater. Ryan did not understand what was happening, and pretty soon he began to panic. All he wanted to do at that moment was get his head above water and breathe. As he was running out of breath, Mr. Johnson lifted his head above the water. Ryan, in complete shock, said to Mr. Johnson, "I asked you to tell me how to be successful. What does this have to do with anything? Mr. Johnson responded, "When you were underwater, what did you want to do?" "I wanted to breathe," Ryan said. Mr. Johnson then told Ryan, "When you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful." Now that was a very dramatic way to teach Ryan this lesson. Most people say they want to achieve their big dreams. I'm sure there have been millions of kids who have had dreams of being an astronaut or a professional dancer or a best-selling author. But the vast majority of those people don't end up achieving those dreams. Why not? Well, Mr. Johnson's point is that most people say they want to be successful, but they don't want it bad enough. Not only do they not want it as much as they want to breathe, they don't want it as much as they want to watch TV or hang out with friends or be on the internet. They don't want it as much as they want to talk on the phone. They don't want it as much as they want to play video games or be on a device. If you want to be successful, you need to want it so bad that you are willing to sacrifice. I'm not saying that you should never have fun with friends or you can't ever play a video game. That's not my point at all. But I do know how many hours are wasted each and every day doing things that are not productive, that are not helping us grow and get closer to our big dreams. The people who are achieving their big dreams are willing to do what it takes to be successful because they want it so badly, even if it means missing out on something that they would otherwise enjoy. The reason why Chris Hadfield became an astronaut is that he wanted it so bad that he was willing to become a fighter pilot and study engineering in college, even when, though, at the time, there was no Canadian astronaut program. The reason why Ruby Rose Turner became such a successful dancer is because starting at a young age, she was dancing whenever she had the free time, before school, after school, on the weekend. She spent all of her free time working on her craft. Alex Banayan, the best-selling author, wanted to become an author so bad that he hacked the Price is Right game show to win the money he needed to fund the book. I can't tell you how many times I've been tired and didn't necessarily feel like recording a podcast episode. But I did it because I believe in this mission and I want you to hear this message. Even right now I'm tired, but hopefully you can't tell by my voice because I'm giving you everything that I have. So the next time someone asks you what your big dream is, and you say, "I want to be an Oscar-winning actor one day," or "I want to win an Olympic gold medal," or "I want to start a successful nonprofit that helps change the world," or "I want to be the world's most respected heart surgeon," or "be the mayor of the city," whatever that dream may be, and I know how you all have amazing big dreams, ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to make sacrifices? Are you willing to give up weekends to work on your dream? Are you willing to miss a friend's birthday party if you have to because you have some other obligation to attend? Are you willing to watch less TV? Are you willing to spend less time on devices and more time taking action towards your big dreams? I know that Chris Hadfield and Ruby Rose Turner and Alex Banayan had plenty of days when they were tired, when things were not going according to plan, and they could have given up. But big dreamers are willing to work towards their dreams, even when they don't feel like it, because they want it that badly, as bad as they wanted to breathe. Thank you to all you big dreamers for listening. If you are enjoying the podcast, please take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes at dreamitpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews, and it helps us get in front of more big dreamers, which is my mission. As a reminder, we still have our free Confidence Secrets course available at dreamitpodcast.com/beta. In this free Confidence Secrets course, you'll get over 1 hour of me teaching you about how to develop your superpower of self-belief. If you're a younger big dreamer listening to this, please ask your parents to help you get it. Again, it's completely free for a limited time, so please take advantage and get the course while you still can at dreamitpodcast.com/beta. And if you enjoyed this episode and the story of Mr. Johnson and Ryan, then please tell your friends and family about the Dream Big podcast. If everyone listening would just tell one person about the podcast, that would get our show in front of so many new big dreamers, which would be amazing. You can point them directly to this episode at dreamitpodcast.com/128. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to the Dream Big podcast. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life is meant to be. I'll see you next episode. Bye.